And we are now live. Amazing. Hi, guys. I think I just made it more crooked.
That's why I said leave it alone.
Yeah. Leave me alone. That's what I should have done.
Oh, I remember why we switched.
Why?
Because my see how your shoulder is cut off and mine is not.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, do you want mine to be cut off?
Okay. It was because my font is big and we wanted to see if that changed.
That's
the
what
number.
I thought.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I think because PJ keeps his font on like 100.
I'm not trying to get bad eyes before my eyes are already going to go bad.
No, definitely. I don't fault you for it.
Okay. Guys, welcome to Vino Vent. I'm going to say that I know we went live last Sunday, but I'm going to say that tonight is our official kickoff for Vino Vent this season.
I like that.
For those of you that have been joining us for years, you know that we go live every Sunday. We tend to do it fall through spring because our kids are in school. It's easier for us to be on a committed schedule. So we usually take the summers off, which we did. And so welcome back. Welcome to Vino Vent. It's where we have created this really cute online community of people who come together. A lot of you guys know each other outside of Vino Vent now, and we love that. And a lot of you recognize each other whenever we do these live chats. So welcome to Vino Vent, Thomas.
Yes.
Why don't you kick us out?
Okay. Yes, like PJ said, welcome to Vino Vent. So whether you are drinking Chardonnay, agua,
Water,
Cabernet, Pinot Noir, maybe a whiskey sour. Is that what they're called? A Moscow Mule, a Shirley Temple, maybe some Diet Pepsi or some Diet Coke. Whatever you're drinking, cheers to you.
Cheers to another week.
Cheers.
Here we go.
Cheers, guys.
I don't remember what I say next. We made it through another week. Cheers to us.
Yeah, we did. We made it through, guys. Welcome. Happy Sunday.
Yeah. So let's get caught up.
Yeah. Let's say hi to a couple people first. So I saw Morgan on here, Jed, Fabian, Brian. Let's say hi to Sapna and Lane and Devontae and Aranda and Gerald and Jim and Lucretia and Tony, Kyle.
Hey, Aspen over on TikTok.
Amanda, Richard, did I just say Ted? Kevin, Will, Frank. So good to see all these names pop up.
Hi, Christopher and Ryan. Hello, Kevin over on Instagram. Sebastian coming in from Vancouver. I saw a lot of you guys were saying where you were tuning in from earlier. So thank you for joining in.
Wait, what happened earlier?
Everybody was saying where they're watching from.
Oh, yes.
So we got India, we have Paris.
Wow.
Ethan from Denver.
Amazing.
Jim from New York over on YouTube. Bean 1443 from Chicago over on Instagram.
Amazing. Argentina.
Clayton said, "Hey y'all, please don't drop any crazy news like your BFFs did." Yeah, so we do have a lot to get caught up on. We have Birmingham, Alabama in the house, Kentucky, South Carolina, New Jersey,
Pittsburgh, Arkansas.
Hello, Kathy from Washington. Welcome.
Bolivia and Albania. Oh my gosh.
We have Kyle from Canada, Dennis from Oregon,
Portugal,
Mexico, Detroit, Palm Springs.
Ooh, Maine. Oh, Linda from Maine.
Oh, we have Steven.
Steven from Maine. Goodness. Steven.
Hi from Nashville. Okay, let's get started. Let's get caught up on everything that's going on.
Okay.
Biggest thing for you, I feel like, was the Taylor Swift news released from last Sunday to this Sunday.
Oh my gosh. Yes. We haven't talked about, well, because yes, it's Guys, we have so much to catch up on. Like you said.
Yeah, I knew you would love this part. This is where I zone out. So
why don't we get it out of the way? Because I feel like it's the news that
hey,
everyone is talking about. Hi, Tion. That everyone's talking about. I feel like it's on the top of everyone's mind, and let's just get it out of the way.
He's being sarcastic, y'all. Actually, he may not be.
There was not a hint of sarcasm in my voice. Mother Swift is releasing an album called The Life of a Showgirl.
Mother is coming.
That's right. Guys, I am just floored. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this album. The first time that she's working with Max Martin in years, and Shellback. And the fact that there's only going to be 12 songs in this album and everything is concise, it's to the point. Like, I'm just so excited for The Life of a Showgirl. I can't wait to hear what the sound is going to be like. Ted said Vino Vent is now Thomas and Taylor. Fun fact, my brother's name is actually Taylor. So growing up, all I heard was Taylor and Thomas.
It's about to, our Instagram and all of our accounts are about to be Taylor and Thomas.
Taylor and Thomas, yeah. What vibe do you think it'll be, Daniel asked? I think it'll be reminiscent of 1989.
Hey, Andy.
And Reputation. Obviously, she worked with both of them on those albums. And I'm just thinking, like she said, like big pop hooks. I'm thinking bombastic sound. I just think that it's going to be phenomenal. Andy said he's making himself some dinner while watching us. Ooh, what's for dinner? Okay, I feel like that's good. I feel like we've talked about Taylor, so why don't we move on?
Guys, if you have watched any of our Vino Vents, Taylor will enter the conversation again because he will somehow manage to do that. And don't get me wrong, I love Taylor Swift.
Like you love her.
I used to not. Thomas, for the very most part of our relationship, listened to her, and I didn't. I would say I liked her, kind of, but I didn't love her. I do love her now. I am officially a Swiftie, but I'm nowhere as much of a Swiftie as Thomas is. But
the hard part is,
hey, Erica,
she's just had such a long career, so we can talk about 20 years worth of music, pop culture events. Like her career is very storied, so there's lots of material. Okay.
Ted said PJ would be the same way if Martha was doing a new TV show. Yes, you are absolutely correct about that. Martha is my Taylor, and I love her. Okay, so somebody's doing some yard work outside.
What else went on this week besides the Taylor announcement?
So our kids are full swing back in school, which has been nice because we love having the kids home in the summer, and we did get to do a lot of fun things this summer with the kids, but it's like we're back in the work groove. And we're still like getting our bearings with that, because when they go back to school, it's like we have a lot more time on our hands. And so, but it's been good. And we get up earlier now because the kids have to get up early to go to school, what's been great is we wake up, the kids go to school, we go to the gym, and then we get back home, and it like typically would be like 1 or 2, and it's like 11. And I'm like, oh God, we still have a lot left of the day, which is nice because then we start doing our work stuff and we get all of that done before the kids get out of school.
Yeah, I've always said our family thrives on a routine, and we're back on our routine. The kids being in school, for one, they love it. They love school. They always have. Growing up, I did not like school. I just didn't. I liked the social aspect of school. I loved getting to school in high school, like 10 minutes early to hang out in the halls and talk to my friends. I used to get in trouble all the time in class for talking. Imagine that. But they love school, and we love that they love school. I hope it stays that way forever. Yeah, so that has been wonderful for us, them going back to school. And it allowed, because we work from home, it allows us to get a lot of work done while they're getting a lot of work done.
So a few people have brought this up. RC over on TikTok said, are you still friends with Matt and Bo, or what's the tea? Oh. So this is all I'm going to say. We are still best friends with both of them. Yeah. We love them both equally. there is not, like, we know the whole story. There's not a villain in this. They are both amazing guys. They put in the work, and I feel like, I'm going to say it this way. If we had ever been in a situation where we separated, I feel like we've created this like online community of friends. And a lot of you guys, we don't have your numbers to text you and like update you on what's going on in our life. And I've seen a lot of comments of like, why would you share this? This is not something, like, who cares? You shouldn't share this online. I'm like, no, like, we share all the good things of our life with you guys. And if we go through something like that, which never, you can't ever leave me, but
of course not.
if we did, that would be something that we would want to share with you guys. And I know everyone's going to have opinions of how to do it and the best way to do it, but we love them. They're amazing guys, both of them. We literally talked to both of them today. They're on great terms.
We talk every day. They're wonderful.
And
you said they're our best friends, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's
there's
no disputing that.
So, yeah, that was news this week. They have been, working through that, but yeah, both amazing guys, and we love them dearly.
Yes.
Okay, what else has been going on?
Well, what I normally do to find out what, like, whenever I do the newsletter or like think about what to post, I just go through my camera roll and I'm like, to remind myself what happened this week, because I'm always taking photos. Why don't we talk about what we did on Friday night, which was a first for us. We've never been to anything like this before, and we have never been around this many gay people.
I said that in the vlog. Also, here's a plug for that. We uploaded a new vlog today on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. We're getting back in the swing of posting our weekly vlogs. We kind of take off in the summer for that too, but the plan moving forward would be a new vlog every Sunday, along with going live on Vino Vent. But go ahead.
Yeah. Reading Blake's comment, he said, I need a TV show on TLC, HGTV, Bravo, or something. Love the way you guys run things.
That is so sweet.
Why don't we come back to TV in a second, which I feel like we talk about a lot. But so Friday night, we went with Matt. Like, Matt invited us. He had a friend who throws a big like gay barn party every year, and we were supposed to go last year, but we didn't. They went last year. So this year we were able to go. Hi, Billy, over on Instagram, by the way.
Hello.
I used to listen to him when I was younger.
Aww.
That's crazy. And so we went to this big gay barn party in Ellijay, Georgia on Friday night. Us and some friends drove down there, and it was like in the middle of nowhere at this gorgeous farm. And they had food, and there was music, and there were drag queens, and we just like hung out all night outside in the country. And it was so fun. I said this in the vlog, but it was so fun to be around like that many gay people in the country of all places, in this tiny little town in Georgia, and just like feel completely at ease and comfortable, and like not feeling like I have to, I don't know, be a certain way. It was just like we could be ourselves, and which, is sometimes easier said than done. And it was just a really nice, fun night that we don't ever do. Like, we've never done anything, or at least since we've been dads, probably.
I would disagree, but it was super fun.
Wait, what have we done since we?
Hold on, I want to get Sopna. I did not put the vest back on, but also, did you see your shout out today? I knew you would probably be disappointed in me in the fact that I relapsed on my Facebook Marketplace purchases, but I think you would approve if you got to see them in person. But yeah, no, we went to San Francisco Pride. That was a big gay thing.
I said since becoming dads.
Oh, okay.
Like, we haven't had that time away with like.
We did the 9-day partnership with celebrity in Europe. That was fun.
But I'm like specifically saying like a big gay bash.
Big gay bash. We did Carlos's wedding at the farm.
But that was
a big old gay wedding.
Yeah, but there were straight people there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about like specifically like a big gay function. I don't know. You didn't think it was neat?
I literally said I had so much fun.
I thought it was really cool.
That's not what I'm saying though. I was saying like there's been other gay things that we've done since 2019. No?
Well,
Okay. Um okay.
hold on. I saw.
You will not win this war, PJ. Yeah, I know. That's how I'm feeling.
Does PJ drink or just Thomas?
I do drink. And actually, at the big old gay barn party, I had 3.5 unruly
Yeah.
Trulies, and I felt that the next day because I did not have enough water. And but yeah, I do drink. As I've gotten older, I really don't enjoy it that much. I do enjoy like a once a month get together with friends and have a little cocktail. But for the most part, I just don't really enjoy drinking that much, which I mean, that's great for me.
Well, he drank last Vino Vent. If you guys were, whoever was here last week, he had what did you drink? Truly, or no, you had a White Claw last.
I think it was all we had in the fridge. That was kind of an impromptu Vino Vent. We were like, the kids are back in school. It's kind of time to get kicked off. And I was like, well, we're a little rusty. Let's like not do an official one. And it was all we had in the fridge. So that's what I had.
Someone on TikTok said, do you think you guys would ever get to know Steven and David?
Ooh, Steven, are you still on here?
I don't think he is.
So we've never, no, I almost said we never met in real life. We have actually met in real life. They came to the farm. They were visiting our friends, Matt and Bo, and they came over. And so we got to meet in real life. But we've been internet friends for years and years and years.
Yes. They share a love of Taylor Swift too. They went to the Eras Tour last summer and texted us a video of her performing, I think, All Too Well. So they get our Taylor Swift love.
Hello, Mark from Toronto. Welcome.
Someone said, I need to know the story of the blonde hair. Guys, I did not realize whenever I dyed it, there were comments and they were like, oh, and even today you read one that was like, you know what it means when a gay dyes their hair blonde. I was not aware of this. It means like they're going through a midlife crisis or something. I've always just wanted to dye my hair blonde. It's been something that I literally talk about every single year, and I've just never gotten the guts to do it. And so I finally did it this year. Didn't go as planned. This was not the color that it was supposed to be. I do like it better now that it's growing out. I go back and forth every single day on if I want to dye it blonde all the way again or just dye it brown. I don't know. So that's the story of the blonde hair. Not a midlife crisis.
Kim over on YouTube said, do you know PK and Mike? So we have known them for years. We're internet friends. We've never met in person, but we do chat to them quite a bit on usually Instagram. But yeah, we know them. They're super fun.
Midlife crisis is crazy. Is that for real a thing? Someone asked on Instagram, right? I thought so too. I'd never heard of that. What kind of vino are we guzzling? I'm drinking a Chardonnay tonight because I don't want my teeth to be red during the live chat.
I'm having agua vino.
Someone asked what my mom thought of the blonde hair. She doesn't like it
at all.
She doesn't like, and like, even whenever like you'll do a mustache, she'll be like, oh, I don't like the mustache. Or like what she's like, she says stuff and she's like, doesn't look good or something. Like, she's not afraid to tell us how she really feels.
Yeah. Hey, from south of France. Hi and welcome. From OC, California. Any plans to come around here? We don't. Guys, if you know us, we typically stay home. We are homebodies. I am craving travel. I was actually telling Thomas this. Usually what happens is we are home for a long time and then you're always down to travel.
Mm-hmm.
I am not always down, but I'm getting the bug to want to like travel again. However, my no travel zone is now through February or now through like January 1st.
I know, but I really do think that you would do a fall trip. I think that you would get into that if we went to somewhere that was like so romantic and so charming. I'm trying to get us to go to New York City for the fall for our anniversary, our 10-year anniversary, but I don't know. We'll see. Or New England. Someone said do New England.
And then somebody asked me about Tyler. I think you asked me what I think about Thomas's hair. I like it. I didn't love it at first, but now that it's like, I like this phase of it, but I could be down for change. And then Rob over on TikTok said, "Do you ever worry you to self-produce your stories too much and therefore lack authenticity?" Well, if there's one thing about me, I never produce my stories. I usually, unless it's like, if we're doing an ad, obviously that is something that we have to put together and think about and edit together. But in our day-to-day life, like if you watch our stories from today, none of that was planned. I was literally doing those things that I said I was doing. So I think outside of doing partnerships, none of our stuff is pre-planned. We're not that organized to be able to be like, okay, on Tuesday, we're going to post how we're redecorating our living room. It's like, it's either in the moment or it doesn't get posted.
I will say you're really good about like posting whatever. And like, if you mess up, you mess up. But I also feel like who we are online is like pretty much who we are in real life. Don't you?
I feel like, yeah, you see what you get. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously.
Or you get what you see.
You see what you get what you see. I don't see the difference, but you see what you get.
You said you see what you get, but I think it's like you get what you see, meaning like,
yeah, that too.
Yeah. Like I feel like I am just as vanilla in real life as I am online. That's one of the things that people say about us is that we're vanilla. I don't think you're vanilla.
I guess that would be, I am somewhat more PG online than what I am in real life. I'm very vulgar when it comes to like, I don't know. It's like my humor. It's like, it's just me.
Yeah, PJ's humor is vulgar. Someone said, "Can you go on another Disney cruise? That was so cute to watch." I'm so glad you think so.
I would literally told people have their feelings about cruises, and I get it, but I was telling Thomas recently, I was like, I could do a cruise, especially with kids. They make it so easy. There's so many things that keep kids busy, especially on a Disney cruise. I was telling Thomas, the Royal Caribbean cruise line just came out with a new ship, and I would love it to go on it. I know they were just in the news about an accident that happened on the ship. I think
what? About the new big ship?
Yeah, one of the slide cracked and broke, and I don't know if the person went through it or if it just cracked I don't know. But I'm still down.
Yeah. Yeah, I would so do it, especially Disney. Disney is the dream.
So my top three: Celebrity and Royal. Royal is, they own Celebrity cruise lines, and then Disney. Those three are my top three.
Yes.
If I want to just do like a parent, no kids, it'd be Celebrity. If I wanted to do kids, it would either be Disney or Royal, which I haven't been on a Royal. We haven't been on a Royal with the kids ever. So I'm not 100% sure how that would be, but from what I see online, it seems like it'd be amazing.
Yeah, agreed. Someone said, Drew said, my partner and I are staying at the Chanterelle Cottage at the end of September. Any Benton Rex? This is a question for you.
Oh, wow. Okay, so our farm is half a mile down from you, so we may pass you and while you're down there. But
yeah.
Okay, so when was the month?
At the end of September.
End of September. Okay, so it's a small town. There's not a ton to do. So in your head, you need to be like thinking, I'm going to be one in nature. We absolutely love it. There's tons of hiking trails. You should do Benton Falls. What is the Rattlesnake
Falls?
No, there's another trail. Bo and Matt are so good about having recommendations. I'm sure there's probably a pamphlet or a booklet that they've done that's in the cottage. You're going to die. The cottage, every time I'm in there, I tell both Matt and Bo that there's nothing about it I would change.
Oh, it's so cute.
I think what's going to happen is you're going to get there and you're like, actually, I don't ever want to leave this. I just want to stay here the whole time.
Yeah.
There's a hot tub, which I haven't got to use yet. I'm kind of disappointed about that, but There is a hot tub, and you're right in the middle of nature. Okay, food recommendations for the area. There's not a ton, but if you go to the Gondolier, we literally ate there Friday. It's like casual, fast Greek, Italian type food. And then the Dam Deli, that's a good place to go. And if you want to drive into Cleveland, which is where we are now, it's about 25 minutes. You could go to what is the? It used to be a bistro, but now it's
True. Or no, Inman Social.
Inman Social. You should check out Inman Social. That is good. And Chattanooga is only like 45 minutes away. Lots to do.
Yeah, but
Hey, Will, over on, we've switched to Instagram.
Instagram, yeah. We normally do TikTok
on this Instagram.
But like PJ said, you'll probably just want to stay in their cottage because it's so cute. I think that too.
Yeah.
Someone asked how my brother's place with all the flooding is in Chattanooga. First of all, that's so sweet of you to ask. My brother Taylor lives in Chattanooga with his wife, who they are. I can say it now because they've announced it. My brother and his wife are expecting their first child. You guys, I'm so excited. It's like the best feeling ever, but they're good. Thanks for asking. We had a lot of flooding here in Chattanooga, in this part of Tennessee last week, and luckily their house is okay.
David said, "Are y'all okay? There seems to be some tension tonight." Isn't there always tension? Just kidding. No,
what?
I'm kidding. We're good. I am sick though. I'm pushing through. Thomas and our oldest, y'all were sick last week.
Yeah.
And I have whatever this is this week, so I don't feel that great.
Hence the not drinking.
Well, I mean, that's not out of the usual. Yeah. Are you both a couple? We are. We've been together since 1920, honey.
1920. Yeah. Oh my goodness, guys. Reading some of these comments is funny. Anyways, Kevin said, LOL, I'm not feeling any tension. Okay, you know what's funny? You know, I said this last week. The internet is so funny because of how people perceive things. So like some person on here said, I'm sensing tension tonight. What's going on? Someone else said, I don't see any tension. It's like how they interpret things. And then that goes back to last week, whenever someone commented and they're like, Thomas, you're looking rough, or they said something like, you're looking rough tonight.
Or I think you were looking tired.
You're looking tired or something. And then like 2 comments later, they were like, oh my gosh, like you both are looking so good tonight or something. And it's like, I don't know. It's funny how people interpret mannerisms, how they interpret the way people are, I don't know, just behave online. It's funny. It's fascinating to me is basically what I'm getting at.
Ted said, got that big 10-year anniversary coming up in October. We do.
We do. And guys, that's what I was talking about earlier. That's why I'm trying to convince PJ to go on a trip. We've talked about going to Amsterdam. We've talked about going to New York City. We've talked about going to New England. I send him flights once a week.
Yeah. Guys, here's the thing. And we talked about it this last weekend. And okay. So we have a dog. And her name is Adeline. She's 3 years old. She is very codependent on me. If I'm not there, she's not happy, to the point where we went to Florida, and while we were gone, she broke her canine tooth off by trying to get out of the kennel, or the lot that we had her in. And so she doesn't do well. I don't know what we would do. And I've told you, I was like, if you come up with a solution for her, we can do something. But October is just so close. I don't think there's any way to do it. And that sucks. But we have been together for 15 years. I feel like with a little bit more time trying to train her, we'll be able to do something. But I'd totally be down to do a 10-year anniversary wedding extravaganza.
You're right, guys. There is tension tonight.
But I don't want her to break any more of her teeth off. I know.
Okay, so that is true. But I'm like, there is a solution here somewhere. We just have to find it. I don't know what it's going to be. We have to find it. Plus, like, I don't know, the kids are getting older and one of my favorite movies is You've Got Mail and Julie and Julia, 2 films by Nora Ephron. Not a coincidence. And I watch them all the time, and the kids see New York City, which are like the second or third character in those movies, and they really want to go. And so I would love to show them New York City, especially New York in the fall. Someone asked where my top is from. I think they asked it earlier too. This is actually from Old Navy 2 years ago, so I don't know if they sell this anymore, but I love a good rugby shirt. Anyways, that's it. Someone said, are you still in love? Do you still feel passion with each other? The answer is yes. Literally felt passion last night.
And every night.
And the night before.
Ask your vet for some trazodone with separation anxiety for your dog. Yeah, I need to do that. We tried like the melatonin dog treats, and I didn't notice too much of a difference, but.
Oh my gosh. Someone said, I thought your top was from Tennessee. That is creative. Yeah. Hey, Josh. That was really creative, actually. Oh my gosh. I love clever wordplay. What?
I was thinking about the Dr. Pepper can that you were talking about earlier.
What was that joke that you made?
What plans do you have for the future? Let's see.
Excuse me.
Guys, remember the cough? It's still there.
No, it's because I am clearing my throat.
Plans for the future. I foresee a home renovation. I foresee travel with the kids.
Yep.
I see. What else?
Do you see the farm in your future? Our future?
I see the farm.
I do too.
I see the farm.
For context, we have a 30-acre farm about 25 minutes away from our house in town. And it's like PJ's happy. I mean, it's all of our happy places, but it's like specifically PJ and the kids' happy place. And we spend every weekend out there.
Yeah. What else? What do you see?
I see a home renovation also. I don't know what that'll look like. I don't know if that'll be the home that we're living in, that we've already renovated from top to bottom once, or if that is another house that we purchase. I don't think we've talked about this yet. We've actually toured two main houses. We've toured 2 main houses within the last month. They're very different from each other, but they do have one thing in common. They're about 100 years old. They're both, they both have more space than our house does now. And they're both just these beautiful historic homes, which if you guys have been following us for a while, you know that we love historic homes. We live in a 1920s house right now. And they're both just these like beautiful, grand old homes that would be so fun to, I don't know, renovate and live in and raise our kids in. And yeah, so I don't know.
The new baby lamb is doing great. Somebody asked if more kids would be in our future, and I am going to say no to that. There was a time where we were like, we could see a 4th, but I think our family's complete.
I think so too. Someone said, why is PJ sleeping on the couch? You have to watch our newest vlog to find the answer to that. So if you go to YouTube, you can watch our new vlog that just premiered today that talks about why PJ is sleeping on the couch.
Thank you, Josh, over on TikTok.
Someone said, any comments on your friend's breakup? Or maybe that's none of my business. Also, you have to go back and watch this on YouTube because we've already addressed that earlier.
We save every live or Vino Vent that we do on YouTube. So if you miss it or want to watch something, you can go and watch it on our saved YouTube.
On YouTube.
I'm sorry, I just keep kicking a foot.
Sorry. Gay men can't sit normally. Have you seen that video? Like, I'm like sitting crazy and like we just can't. Someone said, I love your Substack. Thank you so much. If you guys are not familiar, we do have a weekly newsletter on Substack. If you go to pjandthomas.substack.com, we post every single Tuesday and every single Friday. And we have a lot of fun over on Substack. So if you are not part of that party yet, we'd love to have you. Again, it's pjandthomas.substack.com.
Sapna. Okay, so you brought up the backsplash, which has been a point of contention for a while.
Yes.
I'm starting to get on board. I'm craving a project, which has been a long time since I've actually been in the mood to do a project. I could foresee a backsplash in our future.
Would you would not be the one to do it.
I would want to do it.
PJ, that would take so long.
I don't like anyone else's work. I would rather do it my own self.
What about our tile guy? What's his name? Frank?
I would want to do it.
Oh. Dang. Someone said that my blonde hair looks so terrible. And then someone else said on Instagram that they love the blonde. This is what I'm talking about. I'm looking at TikTok and someone said the blonde hair looks terrible. And then I look at Instagram and they're like, love the blonde hair. It looks great. So I agree with you both, actually. I do think it looks terrible. And I also like it.
Becca, I completely agree with you. She said, continue manifesting, please. It usually works. I'm really big into manifesting. I used to do I don't even know what you would call it, but a box where I would put everything that I want to happen in the next like 5 to 10 years. And it'd be like pictures of like a specific house or pictures of a vehicle, or sometimes I would just like write things down on a piece of paper. And I still do that. I do it in a different way now. Now I just like write it out. I'm like, wish list is usually what I call it. And it's like all the things that I want to do or places I want to go or any of that kind of stuff. And I put it down. And then usually I'll find it tucked away in a drawer somewhere years later. And I can be like, check, 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 check. Usually I can check them off. And if
he does, yeah.
And if they're not checked off at that point, if I look at the list later, they'll usually be checked off.
Yeah, you are really good about that.
Thank you, Jen. That's so sweet. Amanda thinks that you could pull off blue hair.
Blue hair. You think? I don't think so. Guys, blue is like weirdly like my least favorite color. I don't know. I used to say blue is my favorite color, but we were talking, we're in the process of painting our
Hey, Evan.
primary bathroom here at our house in town. And I have been looking for like a brown green, and PJ has suggested a blue. And I was like, blue never occurred to me. I just never think of blue. So I don't know. We'll see. TBD on our paint color.
Tyler had a question I thought was kind of funny.
I saw that. Yeah.
Okay, so Tyler said, what's the gayest thing about each of you in each other's opinion?
Oh, in each other's opinion.
That's the plot twist, which I like. Okay. Do you want to go first or second?
Gosh, I don't know. I'll go second because I'm not good at being put on the spot.
Okay. So this would be like falling into the stereotypical mindset, which we tend to like lean out of. I would say the gayest thing about you is that you want to emulate and dress like at all times Diane Keaton.
Oh yeah. I've always said my entire personality is middle-aged woman running errands.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I try to emulate on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, thank you. I feel so seen. Yeah, that was sweet. The gayest thing about you, um, like, I don't know. Um, the fact, maybe that you, but this is, I don't know this, like, I don't know. I'm gonna say latch on to female singers and like listen to their stuff over and over and over and over again, like specifically female singers. But I'm like, what does that even mean? I'm reaching here, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know.
Are y'all live on multiple platforms right now? Great questions. We are, which is why if you see us go looking up and sideways and down, it's because we're trying to keep up with all of the comments. So we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, and we're on Instagram. We do this every Sunday at the same time. So no matter what platform you like the most, we will be there. And yeah, so check back in.
That's right.
Hi from India.
I saw someone say they like the frame. So we actually received a couple of questions about our frames. We're in our office right now, and our frame wall behind us is courtesy of a bunch of antique stores and thrift shops. So we get the majority of our art, and we just threw them up there a couple years ago, and that's where they've been ever since.
I saw somebody, it's gone now, on Instagram, and they said that I'm going to summarize it because I don't remember what you said specifically, but they were saying that they live in New York and maybe New York City, and their long-term plan is to move out of the city. And they were asking for recommendations of places to live and or community. So I think it really depends. So we ended up staying where we live because we're close with our family and we want to be close to them. And so if you're not moving somewhere for like family or friends and you want to like start up a whole new community of people, I would say it just depends on what part of the United States that you want to live in. We've visited a ton of cute towns that I would really consider moving to. So yeah, that's a tricky one.
Well, what about like upstate New York? Like if you're already in New York City, I'm assuming, like, what about moving to somewhere more rural but is still
like within driving distance to the city?
Yeah, and is like also accepting. Like you get that culture.
We talk about that a lot. That would be a place that we would consider moving. We also love all of the homes in upstate.
Oh yeah, gosh, there was some gorgeous farmhouses up there.
We have never been to Fire Island. Howdy from Palm Springs. Hello and welcome. Thank you, Ed.
Lucretia said
Thomas Keaton
is class. That is a compliment. No, I like literally took it as a compliment. And also like that question, going back to earlier, someone said, what is the gayest thing about each other? I don't think of that as a negative at all. So whenever someone says, what is the gayest thing? I'm like, oh, what is the thing that is the most beautiful thing in some cases about us? Like being gay is beautiful. And I did not take that as a negative thing. But Lucretia over on YouTube said, have you ever thought about turning on to Twitch? Never. Like that, right?
We have a Twitch account. We actually have thought about it.
Well, we made it like 8 years ago.
When it first came out. I think it boils down to our time is already spread so thin that the thought of like adding another platform, which actually we just did like in the last 2 years, we added Substack.
Yeah, which takes up a lot.
But I don't know. I'm not going to say no, never, because then you never know where life takes us. But we do have an account. We don't post on Twitch. I don't even know how to use Twitch because I'm never on it. But I'm not going to say no. Maybe.
Yeah, not right now. But yeah, maybe. Maybe. What if we became gamers? I feel like everyone around us is a gamer except us.
Yeah.
Someone said, have you all thought about a podcast? Yes. We're not doing a traditional podcast, but I have convinced PJ, I'm pretty sure, to do a podcast episode on our Substack newsletter. Right?
Right.
Commit to it. So yes. So the answer is yes. We're going to do a podcast on our newsletter. Okay, McKay. That's the name of our newsletter. Yes, Ethan, a podcast. You heard it here first. My sister Sydney is also on Instagram, and she said, "Forget these losers. Tune into Wine and Wine at 10 p.m." So she called me the other day and was like, "Forget Vino and Vent. Like, we're gonna do our own." She and her wife, my sister, and she was like, "We're gonna do our own live chat show, and it's called Wine and Wine, except they're both spelled differently."
That is genius.
I know, it's so funny. So yeah, Sydney, guys, tune into my sister and her wife's live chat.
That is genius. Which actually, Sydney's really good with names. Fun fact: the Property Lovers, which is the name we've went by since 2015, was Sydney came up with that.
Yeah, she did. It started as a joke. So we were like creating a joint account back in 2015, and I was like, Sydney, what could we call our account? Like, we want it to be something that encapsulates all of what we do. And she was like, what if you called it the Property Lovers? A play on words of the Property Brothers. And yeah, it was like a joke at the time. Like, it was such a joke. It was, and we were like, oh yeah, that's so funny. And then it stuck, and then it just kept sticking over the years. And so yeah, Sydney, thank you for coming up with the Property Lovers.
I keep seeing the comment about my eyebrows.
Me too.
So I will sometimes use a product that's called Boy Brow. And then sometimes I'll just use like a hair wax that you would put in your hair, and I'll put it on my eyebrows and like put them in the direction that I want them to go, and that tends to help. Is that Turkey's LGBT community? I see that comment a lot too. Hello.
You've always just had, even without the boy brow, you've had such great eyebrows forever.
I do really. That might be one of my favorite features about myself is my eyebrows. I do like my eyebrows. I don't like a lot of things about my features, but my eyebrows are one that I really like.
They're so good. They always have been. Ooh.
They asked if I pluck. So I do pluck like right here, but I don't have to pluck much.
Someone said, oh, okay. First of all, someone said, watching your vlogs is my boyfriend and I's Sunday morning routine. That is so sweet.
Thank you.
Someone else said, hey guys, I've been loving the new thumbnails in the YouTube videos. They're so dramatic.
You got to do something to get, our views are way down on YouTube, and they have been for years. And I think that's part of the struggle of like continuing to do YouTube is like, it takes probably out of everything other than Substack, it takes the most time to like put a video together and edit a video. And so we're kind of brainstorming ways to revamp YouTube so that editing the videos is not as hard, which is going to mean like dumbing them down. Well, simplifying them. Like Thomas loves some B-roll shots where it's like the mountains and the traffic lights and the houses and driving, and with a music montage in between every like clip that we do.
Hashtag guilty.
If you watch this week's vlog, you'll notice that it's very like,
there's none of that.
Cut to the point. Yeah. It's like, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. And I think that's going to be the format, because otherwise it takes so much time and you're not liking them or commenting. So
I know what's up with that.
But I will say, we enjoy doing our YouTube because it's so fun to look back on all of the things that we have done together. And it's really like, it's documented our lives together. Yeah. And we do it for us just as much as we do it for you guys. And so we're just going to have to figure out a way to make it a little bit easier to manage. And that way we stay consistent with posting, which is our like goal this year.
That is the goal.
And we say that every year. And I do think there was a long period where we like just stopped posting altogether, but I feel like we've committed to take summer off for the most part and commit to vlogging throughout the winter and spring, fall, winter, spring.
We definitely have stuck with that.
Yeah.
The last couple of years. Someone said, ever thought about bringing the Y'all University merch back? Hi, Marie, over on TikTok, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, guys. So, guys, for those not familiar, we did like I guess merch is the word for maybe 3 or 4 years called Property of Y'all University. And we sold sweatshirts and T-shirts and sweatpants.
Sapna, I saw your comment in the live chat earlier. We're gonna make it happen. You're gonna get, if we ever bring it back, you're gonna get one. You'll get first dibs. We'll send yours out first. But yeah, I definitely think it's something we want to do.
We've talked about it a lot this year.
We actually have help now. We've talked years about having like hiring someone to help manage our day-to-day stuff, and we hired someone back. They started as a test run in December, and then we hired them full-time in January, and it's been so great. Like having the extra help is part of the reason why we are able to like consistently post. And so it's been great.
Life-changing. Lori said, YouTube is where we really get to know you. It's my favorite. Lori, thank you. I think so too, because there's something about a long form video that just hits different. Like, you get bite-sized portions of someone's personality in a Reels or a TikTok video, or even like a blog post or a Substack newsletter. But I feel like you really get a sense of who someone is through longer form content. And for us, that's our YouTube vlogs. And we've been doing YouTube for 10 years now. And we do love it. It's kind of like our YouTube and Instagram are like our OG, like love, our old loves. I don't think we'll ever give them up.
Yeah. Okay. So we go live for an hour. We're at that 55-minute mark, and we always end our live chats with what we're watching and what we're listening to. So why don't we jump into that? We actually have some great shows that we've been watching, and this is Thomas's time to shine. He love him some entertainment. So I'm gonna let him take that over.
Yes, this is the time to discuss culture. So the main show that we've been watching this week, and the one that we are probably most excited about this fall so far, I think we're going to be really excited about Welcome to Derry, which is the Stephen King HBO Max show. But the one that we're most excited about is called Alien Earth. It's on Hulu. It's on FX on Hulu. Excuse me. And you guys, it is so good. It's like PJ loves a sci-fi thrilling show, and this is sci-fi and it's thrilling.
Hold on, I want to pause because just really quick, because it's going to go away. It already went away. Someone over on TikTok said, I'm so excited for your fall and Christmas. I think it was vlogs or content videos. Fall and Christmas, fall through like early January, our favorite time of year.
Oh my God.
And that's when we really do a lot of content on YouTube. It's because it's our favorite time of the year, and there's no way to condense that into like a 15-second reel or TikTok. So I'm also excited about that. So hopefully you guys will watch it and engage with it and like and subscribe and comment on it.
Real quick, Kyle over on TikTok said, Vino Vent realness. Can we get more content without the ads? Do you mean on YouTube, like the ads on YouTube, or do you mean like on the ads that the sponsored content that we post on TikTok and Instagram?
What was that?
Good question.
Where was the question at?
On
Instagram. I'm assuming you're talking about ads.
Well, there's a difference between ads and
our partnerships.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're talking about our partnerships. And unfortunately, our bread and butter these days is doing partnerships. And it's how we make the majority of the money that we do. We do home renovations and investment properties that we also make money on. But our bread and butter is obviously doing partnerships. One thing that we have been trying to do is create more content that is in between all of those ads, so that it's not just saturation of ad or promotions. And hopefully now that we've said it, hopefully you'll see that we are like consciously trying to post more than just, because I mean, I don't like watching ad after ad after ad. So
Mm-hmm.
we really try to post multiple things in between any sponsored content. Okay, I'll let you get back to your time to shine.
Yeah. So he's being so sweet. Thanks, Kyle. Thanks. I get it. I get it. That was a good question, though.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So we've been watching Alien Earth. Love that show. It's so good. It's a prequel to the Alien franchise. So it's set 2 years before the events of the first Alien film. Hi, Evan Tyler. Oh my gosh, one of our original Feature Fridays from like 7 years ago. And it's so good. It's a fun show. It's a thrilling show. That's good. We've started Wednesday. For some reason, we can't get into Wednesday this season. I don't know if it's because we're just distracted when we try and watch it.
That's a good example. I always base how much I like a show on whether or not I'm on my phone. If I'm on my phone at all, it's not a great show. If I put my phone down and I'm not on it, it's a great show. Which as Alien Earth, I don't touch my phone.
And it's so crazy because we loved season 1. And I think that we will get through this. Maybe we'll take a pause on Wednesday and revisit it in October.
It does seem like a fall show.
It's like a Halloween fall show. Someone asked if we're in Tennessee. Yes, we're in Tennessee. They're moving to Nashville. Have so much fun. We're about 3 hours from Nashville. What else? So we've talked about Department Q. We're still watching that. We're still watching Dexter Resurrections, which we have a new episode to watch tonight.
Oh,
very excited about that. Yes.
The Dexter one?
Yeah. I know.
That was.
Guys, real quick, since we're talking about culture, one of the things that I'm really sad about is that, and just like that is over. I love that show. I love the sequel to Sex and the City. So Jacob said the blonde hair is so good.
Yeah,
see, like, guys, you can't win on the internet.
Jacob, if you're just listening, we had multiple comments where the hair was bad.
Yeah.
Some comments about the hair was good. So,
and like I said earlier, I agree with each one of you. The hair is awful and the hair is great. I'm so sad that And Just Like That is over. I love And Just Like That. I love Carrie Bradshaw. I love Sex and the City, and I love Sarah Jessica Parker. And I'm really upset that the series is over. I feel like it was just hitting its stride and becoming the show that it was supposed to be. We watched the first season together. Then you checked out. Are you sad that And Just Like That is over?
Did I watch the whole first season?
You did.
I don't remember that. So yeah. I love the idea of the show, and I like felt nostalgic about it being on again.
Yeah.
And I did feel sad that it was being canceled, but
yeah,
it wasn't really for me. Okay. Your time of shining is now up.
It's up.
We're gonna have to move the little puzzle piece on one of these
TikTok
very soon. Thank you guys so much for joining tonight's Vino Vent. We go live every Sunday at 8 o'clock. We go live for an hour. We talk about things like what we're watching, what we're listening to. We catch up with you guys. We have made really close friends with a lot of you guys on here. A lot of you guys have been here for years, and we thank you so much for the support. We made it through another week, guys.
We did. And if you guys, a lot of people are just now joining. If you're just now joining and you missed the whole hour-long live chat that we just did, the whole chat is saved on our YouTube channel. So if you just type in PJ and Thomas on YouTube, you can see this whole live where we talked about everything that happened this week. And I do mean everything. And watch it over and replay it. So yeah, that's it.
All right, guys, we love you. We hope you have a great night, and we will see you around this week.
Yes, guys. Have a lovely week.
Toodles, poodles.